fan base, the organization, never been a winning organization. When I was in the league,
right,
nobody liked Golden State, so it was like, it felt like still like an underdog to me.
Huh? I knew you was lying. I knew you was lying, man.
Well, the Chicago Bulls were known for winning until Michael Jordan got there. So, KD, do you know that you can change an organization's reputation? Or is that too much of a task for you to accomplish? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Kevin Durant is taking a book out of one Rich Paul's book of nonsense narrative, changing the narrative, situational awareness. Now, Kevin Durant is on some type of podcast, right? This man is telling the world the Warriors organization wasn't a winning organization. They never had a history of winning. Kevin Durant, you are trying to change the narrative. This doesn't make any sense. This is like saying the Oklahoma City Thunder don't have a history of winning. Well, they don't have a long history of winning, but they did pretty much win an NBA Finals last season with an MVP caliber player. And then guess what? They lost in the conference finals this season without their second best player available. Well, I'll tell you one thing. The Warriors in 2015 won a championship. The Warriors in 2016 lost a championship. The Warriors have the greatest record of all time, 73-9. You know what else they had? The unanimous MVP in Steph Curry. So if you're saying that from the test of time from a long time ago of the 60s, 70s, 80s, all the way till now, to 2000s to 2020, that the Warriors organization wasn't the greatest, yeah, that's fine. But it doesn't matter what they did. It matters what's going on currently, because that's the reason why you went there. If that team was a lottery team, you weren't going there. So stop the cap. Cap. And stop the BS, and let's get into today's video. If you're new to this channel, I got a lot to get into. If you're new, like I said, hit that subscribe, join the channel for $6.99 a month to support the channel. But we got a lot to break down, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go and let's get into it.
So I didn't have no relationship with nobody on the Warriors. We weren't like friends, like people like, you hooked up with your friends. Like I never hung out with Draymond. Like that wasn't my boy.
Right.
Steph, we never hung out, or Clay. I met them once I got there.
Right.
But it wasn't like, let me call my boys up and let me go hang out with my boys. Nah, I seen that's a great team that wants to win, a fun environment.
They want to win, Kevin Durant. They've already won. Matter of fact, they won without you and before you and after you. So what are you saying? They want to win. They already won. They won already. They won in 2015. You won in 2016 when they blew the 3-1 lead. Like, come on now.
Great city. Oakland is like DC.
Yeah. Yeah.
It felt like I was riding through Southeast when I was
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The fan base, the organization, never been a winning organization. When I was in the league, nobody liked Golden State. So it was like, it felt like still like an underdog to me, because
they had the greatest record of all time. This man is saying he felt like the underdog going there. Dog, stop it, bro. Why must these people lie? You made a weak move. You blew the 3-1 lead to this team. You went there. It's weak. They were the greatest assembled team of all time without you. They won a championship without you. Unanimous MVP without you. And you're telling us that this was an underrated thing to do? Come on, bro.
Looking at it as, I'm looking at the totality of the franchise. I ain't looking at what happened in this last 5 years.
Right.
Like, you never been a perennial winner in the, you know what I'm saying, in the NBA.
And if he's saying that as if the Rockets are a perennial winner or the Suns are perennial winners. You wanted to go there, or Brooklyn Nets. None of those teams are perennial winners. Matter of fact, none of those teams won a championship in the last 25 seasons. So why'd you go there, right? You wanted to win because why? They had talent. Why? Because they had pieces in play. Bradley Beal, Booker, got Kyrie, James Harden. Go to the Rockets. They've already proven to be a playoff team. You ain't going to the freaking Charlotte Hornets. You're not going to Portland, KD. Stop lying, bro.
50s on up. So I'm like, damn, this is an underdog franchise to me. This feel good. Like, shit, this feel like where I'm supposed to be. It ain't LA, it ain't New York. It feel like where I'm supposed to be.
Bro, the amount of lies. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this real quick, right? Let me break this down for you guys. Kevin Durant is trying to tell you he made an underdog decision by going to the greatest assembled team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? Would you consider that team to be an overall great franchise of all time? No, because they're kind of new, right? Now, go look at other teams as well. Go look at the Miami Heat. Go look at the Chicago Bulls, right? The Chicago Bulls had a great dynasty in the 90s. So if you go to Chicago, does that essentially mean that you're ring chasing? Because by his logic, they weren't a great organization or they weren't known for winning. Well, the Chicago Bulls were known for winning until Michael Jordan got there. So KD, do you know that you can change an organization's reputation? Or is that too much of a task for you to accomplish? Because it would take a lot of guts and balls. And we know when times get hard, you're running to the next team just like LeBron. So let me get something straight. Michael Jordan got drafted to a team that wasn't shit. He made them relevant, made them a lot of money, and brought dynasties, 2-3-peats to that city. What did you bring to OKC? Nothing. What did you bring to Golden State? Nothing. They won without you. They won with you, before you, after you, and that's the way it is. And guess what? You haven't been to a conference finals since leaving. You went to a semifinals and you lost to Milwaukee, which your big foot was on the line, and then you've been to two other teams who are pretty good, which is the Suns, which look good on paper at least. Chris Paul, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker couldn't get past the first round. Then with the Rockets, you get hurt now and faking injuries and things of that nature. But like the odd, statements here where the organization is not winning, and the simple fact that this man is trying to make it seem like he made an underdog decision to join the Golden State Warriors. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Is this what things have came to? Revisionist history shoved in our face, constant narratives being changed in real time, as if we weren't around on July 4th, 2016. I remember where I was. I was working at a shitty job at a warehouse, looking at my phone and saying, bro, they just got KD after being 7-3-9. I'm like, bro, that's weak. They just beat, like, I remember, everybody remembers Stephen A. Smith, saying it was the weakest move by a superstar in NBA history. We were there to witness this. So your logic is flawed, and it actually just shows that you're not willing to ever make a difference on a team and go somewhere where you can make a team relevant, make a franchise win. You changed it. Like look what Kawhi did. Kawhi went to Toronto, and nobody thought that freaking Toronto was going to win. They beat the Warriors, of course, because I ultimately think because KD got hurt and Clay. But either way, he went to a team that had no reputation of winning. They weren't a winning franchise. He made them a winning franchise. He's a dog, unlike you. And I don't care what anyone says. Kawhi Leonard healthy, I'll take him any day over Kevin Durant, any day of the week, and twice on Sunday. And especially when it comes to big games. He's clutch. He shows up. He plays both ways, and he's a great player. So what y'all think of this, man? I think Kevin Durant's weak. I think he's trying to change narratives. I think he's lying to himself to make himself feel better. And honestly, the proof's in the pudding. Golden State was, like I said, a franchise that was relevant, and at the time, they were winning. If you want to talk about franchises winning and stuff like that, bro, that stuff doesn't mean nothing. It means the only thing that matters is what's going on currently, because that's the decision you're going to make is based off current events, not based off the past. It doesn't matter if a team was good in 1970s, if they had a history of winning. What have you done for me lately? This is the NBA of now. This ain't the NBA. This ain't the NBA of the past. So why would you join a team or think about how great of a team is as it's an underdog thing because they're not a winning franchise when they've already won without you in 2015? So these are my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, and I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.